I was talking to a friend who's training to run a marathon here in Milwaukee in about a month. It's his second marathon, and runner to runner, I asked him if there is any wisdom he has learned from his first marathon that he hopes to take into his second marathon. And he told me that the wisdom he really needs to take into the second marathon is the wisdom to trust the pace that he was training for. Because at his first marathon, the weather was good, he was feeling good, even though he was nervous, and he had all this adrenaline going through him. And because of that, he started running much faster than the pace he had trained for. And he thought, man, I'm gonna exceed my time. It's gonna be amazing. And in the end, or actually halfway through, he ended up wearing out pretty quickly and missing his time pretty significantly. We runners can be pretty persnickety about our times. And as I listened to him, I realized it's wisdom I need to hear in life as well. Because when it comes to the marathon of life, if I'm not satisfied with the pace, that's when I tend to rush things and push things and force things. And I've lived long enough to know that that doesn't usually end up well for me. In the end, it can lead to things like feeling like I'm worn out and withered out because I pushed and rushed and forced too much. It's interesting that the same energy that drove Jesus to live and to move and to teach in his public ministry at such a beautiful pace also invited him again and again, and we see this in the Gospels, to withdraw, to pull back, to pray, to refresh, to regroup, to delight. And that is the same invitation Jesus offers to us, perhaps knowing how frenetic the pace of our lives can be. Think of a verse like Matthew 11:28, where Jesus invites us to rest in the peace of Jesus, to do the same, to pull back, to regroup, to be refreshed, to delight, to trust the pace. And within that is a holy invitation to pause and pray today. Especially if we happen to be those kinds of people that if the pace is too slow, try to rush and force life. And really pray for the grace to trust the pace that comes from the one who invites us to pause, to breathe, to be refreshed, to regroup, to delight. Because those are all of the gifts that help us run the race well. God's peace and blessings to you all.